Hello, beautiful beings. Hello, divine creators. Welcome to Dumela. Welcome to Dumela Universe. We are Kamet. What a fascinating time and a fascinating space we find ourselves in, right? We are right here in the physical realm as source, and we are now asked to be source in all spaces. That infinity frequency of 2024, beginning the year off with quite profound healings, where we find ourselves in the physical realm, where we have always been, even deeper now, for we are now no longer in the cocoon. So now you're right in there in those physical experiences, and you are asked now to be source, to respond as source in all of those spaces. In the spaces where you used to be very logical, perhaps in the workplace, very pragmatic, very analytical, very professional, and now you're asked to be source and to trust source is as professional, source is as logical, source is enough. In your family, where maybe you used to do things out of obligation, out of a sense of responsibility, obligation, a sense of this is how it's expected to be done, now doing it as source. No longer putting yourself in spaces where you do not feel like being just because it's family, just because it's friends, just because it's what's expected of you. Whatever role it is you were conditioned to play no longer applies. You're just source and you're trusting that that's enough for the situation. And so say, trust, this is enough, this is enough, this is enough. In all situations, in all these physical ways, learning that you are enough. Remember, beautiful beings, you're not from Earth. You are from different galaxies, different dimensions, different universes, different. You are this beautiful healer of these energies, of Earth, of love, of Source. And you came down here to assist humanity to awaken to their truth. Should we have come in our normal form, in our source form, then we would have been resisted by the frequency, right? And it would have almost been an interference, because now we are other than. Now we're these advanced beings here on Earth with these humans who are just starting out, just starting out. Remember, humans are just starting out in this eternal journey of soul development. And so for them to see us and experience us in our true form would have caused calamity, as you have seen in the movies and the stories they have told of just disastrous interactions between humans and the galactics and the angelics and the fantastical beings you all are, right? Never really just a peaceful, casual interaction, always some sort of drama, some sort of resistance, some sort of rebellion, some sort of reaction, for we are very, very much different and unknown. So we came within their form in order to plant our magic. And that's why we came here. We said, we just need to plant seeds. Please, seeds of knowledge, seeds of love. We need to be there and literally live the beautiful energies we are. Thus, we plant the seeds of who we are on earth. And then when we're done planting, we go. And then when humans are ready, a few eons, maybe lifetimes, perhaps a few millennia, a few eternities, they'll be ready to then access the information we've planted. And this is the important energy which source, or the important, not important, all of it is important, but we found quite a marked understanding we received in this week as we were wandering around and receiving. When we were in the illusion, before our awakening, we believed what we believed quite firmly, for that was the information that was given to us, and we were confident, weren't we? Confident in it. We would, stand up tall and proud. This is who we are. This is what it was meant to be. But it was also resistant because it didn't feel right. And because it was resistant within you, it was resistant. Your existence was resistant with those around you. and you sort of released it more because it wasn't aligned, it felt off. And because you were now aware of it and how it felt off, and now you were trying to be your truth, you were resisting your truth even more. Thus, the people around you were resisting you even more. And so you felt, oh, I can't be, because if I am, then people are going to judge me or people respond badly. And they did. You literally saw this physical negative response to you, but that was because you within were also having a physical negative response to this conditioned frequency. You were not home crystallized. All the humans who are in the illusion, they're home, they're crystallized, right? That is why, yes, they're causing chaos, yes, they're causing suffering, the pain, but give them the information, show them the way, and they're not interested. That life is their truth. Yes, they might be complaining. Yes, they might be suffering. Yet they are very, very happy there. And you know this. You've gone and tried to assist those beings who are suffering, who wish for assistance. And yet when you offer it, it doesn't stick. Repeating the cycles over and over again. You just become a battery plug of energy, feeding them energy. They don't want to do the work. And they're happy just to keep suffering, just to keep in those energies of heaviness, of anxiety, of frustration. And it's a normal to them. It's a happiness. They are content in their suffering. They don't want to move from it. They'd rather just be soothed there. They wish you to see where they are, to agree with them where they are, and for you to soothe them in that negativity, for you to join them there, so then they do not feel so bad being alone in that energy, right? You know this. And understand that is their truth. That is where they, in the third or fifth dimension, or wherever they're operating from, which is mostly the third dimension. Remember, the fifth dimension just allows all the dimensions to be. The realm of authenticity allows all the dimensions to be. So we, those who are awakening, we shifted to the 50 and beyond, to our true dimensional realms. But those who are still in the 3D frequency, who were able to co-create with all of us, they shifted to the 50. Those who couldn't co-create with us then had to remain back in the 3D. So that is why the great exodus of the COVID, and everybody had a physical, those who couldn't had a physical transitioning back. That's why so many humans were lost, for they were the ones who were not able to co-create with all the others in this fifth dimensional realm. And you're thinking, but the others can't co-create with us. And we say, no, actually they can. The only thing is that we need to now accept where they are and accept who we are. You see, they who are in the third dimension here with us in the fifth dimension, they are very, very, very much in their truth. In their truth. They're happy in that truth. The truth that you don't understand, that we don't understand from our higher perspective, from our dimensional frequency. And remember, higher perspective doesn't mean better. It just means different, from the different bandwidth of learning that we're from. It's different. We can feel where Earth could be from your perspective, and that's okay. But remember, you are here in where the collective of their frequency is creating, and the majority is the 3D energy. So this is why the Earth is majority where their frequency is right now, and that's okay, for that is where their evolution process is, and that's okay. We're not here to stop or to change or disrupt the evolution process. We're here to simply plant our seeds without them knowing. Plant the healing, plant the love, plant the lessons, plant the information without them knowing, and then we go. So when we were in the cocoon, we finally were able to release the conditioning, which allowed a peace, a peacefulness within us. And then what happened with your physical experiencing? Peace, right? Now people were at peace with you, and it was simply up to you to be confident, to show your power, to show your truth. And as you did so, you were met with peace and love and understanding. And those who couldn't, well, you just released them. And that was okay. And that was okay. Because they required you to remain in the caterpillar for them to have a relationship with you. That is all. That is the difference. While the others who were at peace with you, they saw you for where you were right there and then. And that was okay. Now that we are in the butterfly frequency, out of the cocoon in the physical, there's a difference now. We're no longer as we were in the caterpillar, in the illusion, fighting with our truth. We're now in the physical, within our truth, in resonance with our truth. Thus, in resonance with everything. So now that you're at peace and in resonance with who you are, as you claim your truth, it is met with resonance. Yes, people might not understand your way, but you're not going to be met with aggression, because you're not fighting within. You're no longer fighting without. You're at peace within. You're now at peace without. And when we were walking, we would see, for we had picked up a feather and we were busy channeling with the feather, and we realized how we were still a bit shy of being in our power amongst the population of those who are still in the illusion. And we realized, but why are we shy now? We felt Source say, stand up tall. Walk in your power. Look them in the eye. Look them in the eye. And as we did so, we just received smiles. We received acknowledgement. We received others who didn't acknowledge us at all and just walked by. But there wasn't hostility. There wasn't anger. There was just, could literally just be a tree. We were dismissed. And not dismissed as in rejected, but rather we didn't prompt a reaction from them, because we are at peace within. Thus it's just peace, because while we're in our truth, they are in their truth. You see, that is why they will come and tell you about their beliefs. They'll come and tell you about what they think. They're outwardly spoken. They are confident in the illusion they are speaking. We are the ones that are shy. In the awakened, we are speaking. And so saying, no longer need for you to be shy. You are shy because when you were speaking the illusion, it was in contrast to the awakened being you are. Thus, it caused resistance within, thus resistance without. But now you are awakened, aware of your awakened state, and you are being your awakened state in the physical. And you're claiming it. You're no longer fighting with yourself. You're now allowing and accepting yourself. Thus, in the external, you are having that. So, allow yourself to be your truth in all spaces, so you no longer fight yourself. Because if you're still creating in the illusion, you are creating in resistance within self. Thus, you will receive resistance in the external. You will still keep attracting those who resist you, who are triggered by your existence. But should you now allow the truth of you to be, the harmony of you to be, and you live it, you will simply only call those who are in their truth. Thus, they're actually not even bothered with you. Just like if you see beings, maybe who are co-creating in experiences of your past, maybe a belief system, maybe a tradition, maybe a way of being which you released. You just walk by them. You're not triggered. You're not angry. You walk by them, right? You see it and you walk by. It doesn't attract you. It's like walking by anything. You just walk by. The same with you. As you're now in your truth, at peace, they're just going to walk by you, just going to walk by. They might see you, interesting, but they would walk by. There's no longer resistance. So, beautiful beings, we are to be source in the physical and to trust, because now we are healing the physical experiences to source. So yes, you might be finding yourself in challenging situations, or situations of ease, situations of abundance, or situations of lack. Wherever you find yourself, you're asked now to respond to the situation as source and see how you heal it to source. And it heals so much faster. And the support comes in so much quicker. And the resources and the help and the abundance is simply there. You simply need to stop postponing to self. Stop keeping yourself imprisoned by the illusion. Don't fight you now. Be in harmony with you. Accept the truth of you. Accept your transformation process and be in the honoring of your truth, and witness how now the physical responds in the honoring of your truth. They do not need to agree with you. They do not need to understand you, just like you don't need to understand them or agree with them. However, you don't bother with them. You simply align with those of your like and energy, just as they will not bother with you, but simply co-create with those of their like and energy. The fifth dimension, Aquarium realm, is the realm of truth. Everybody creating in their unique frequency and co-creating with others within resonance. Resonance, resonance, resonance. So beautiful, divine healers, we're simply here to plant our gifts, plant our seeds, plant our knowledge. And now that we've awakened into a divine power, be it. Stand tall, stand proud. Shine brightly. Don all your colors. Be in the frequency of your true, authentic expression. The peacock energy, showing all your colors, not in arrogance, but in acknowledgement and the honoring of all that you are. Be at peace with all that you are and witness how you're now at peace in your physical experiencing. Blessed be.